up, everybody? It's your boy C-Money back with another video, and today, finally bringing back NXT reactions. I know, it's been a while since I've actually been able to talk about NXT, but we're finally back. NXT reactions are back, and last night was week 1 of NXT Great American Bash. Week 1 of the 2-week special, Great American Bash. Now, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Let's talk about it. So, first, yeah, like I said, it's been a while since we got to talk about NXT. All this stuff's been happening, man. Like, I did talk about Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's been appearing on NXT. The Rascals reunited in NXT. Oh my gosh. Like, again, the whole TNA and NXT crossover, it's just awesome. It's awesome. And then the NXT stars appearing on TNA as well. Like, it's awesome, man. Like, NXT is, like, really good right now, guys. Like, honestly, I feel like NXT doesn't get the credit that it, like, deserves, because it's pretty freaking good. At least in my eyes, I'm enjoying NXT a lot. So, let's talk about it. Week 1 of the Great American Bash. So, started off with the, women's tag titles were on the line. The unholy union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, retained against Last Legend and Jakar Jackson, which that was their first defense since winning the titles back at Clash at the Castle. So, Unholy Union retain, but now they got to prepare because they got Bianca and Jade on SmackDown. So, we'll see. I'm thinking that Alba and Isla are going to retain again because I don't see them giving back the belts to Bianca and Jade, because I think, if anything, Bianca and Jade are going to break up soon and start feuding, or they might save that till, like, WrestleMania, because that's like a WrestleMania match. But still, though, I see Alba Fire and Isla Dawn retaining. But then, Ethan Page comes out, because Ethan Page is your new NXT champion. I don't think I got to talk about that. He won the title back at Heatwave in a Fatal 4-Way. Trick Williams never got pinned, but, it's a Fatal 4-Way, so he still lost. So, and then, Ora Mensa and him have been having a feud ever since, because, when Ethan Page debuted, like, he attacked Noam Dar, attacked, Oro Mensa, so Oro's been out for revenge ever since, and now he finally gets a shot at the NXT title next week at the week 2 of the Great American Bash, and for the past, 2 weeks now, because Ethan Page was saying how, Oro, you can't beat me, you can't pin me, and then Oro, Oro, beat him up and then pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Like, he counted the thing himself. 1, 2, 3. Then last week they had a thing where he rolled him up and a referee was in the ring and the referee counted 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it wasn't an official match, but it's to play, like, the mind games with him, because he's like, yeah, I can beat you. And then he did it again here because, Ethan was talking all the trash, how Lash and Jakara lost, and Oro, you're going to lose next week. And then Oro hit another roll up. Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson counted 1, 2, 3. So Oro Mensa has pinned Ethan Page 3 times. Again, none of the times was it an official match, but still, a pin's a pin. He pinned him. So, proving that he can pin him. So next week, and then they had a contract signing later. Signed the contract to make it official. Next week, it's going to be Oro and Ethan Page for the NXT Championship. And yeah, is Oro going to be able to pin him, for real, or is Ethan Page going to retain? I see Ethan Page retaining, but still, it's going to be a good match. So I'm hyped for that. Because it's nice to see Oro finally get that, that main event push and everything. It's cool. He's been doing good, so I'm happy for Oro. And then we had the NXT Heritage Cup was on the line. Tony D'Angelo defeated Tavion Heights to retain. Then Cedric Alexander, because Cedric Alexander and Ashante the Adonis are now on NXT. Cedric Alexander, he was trying to talk to, some of the younger talent, because he's obviously more of a veteran compared to them. And then Sean Spears showed up, because that's kind of his thing. So Sean Spears is like, you can't be teaching them, and then Sean Spears talked about how, he's kind of taken Brooks Jensen under his wing, and he helped Brooks Jensen defeat Josh Briggs last week. So he's kind of taken Brooks under his wing, and then Cedric said something about, like, you can't manipulate me because I'm not weak-minded. And then Brooks is like, oh, so you're saying I'm weak-minded? So then they had a match, and Cedric picked up the victory. And Sean Spears was not too happy. And then we had the Rascals Treehouse. The Rascals visited the Treehouse. I can't talk. And they talked about, you know, because last week they had an incredible 6-man tag. The Rascals versus Nathan Frazer, Axiom, and Javon Evans. Epic 6-man tag. Rascals picked up the victory, pinning Axiom, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. So, the Rascals said how, you know, how MSK, which is Wesley and Zachary Wentz, they were MSK. They never really lost the NXT tag title, so they think that they deserve a shot at them, especially after after beating them last week in a 6-man tag. So it gets set up. It gets set up later in the night that it's going to be MSK versus Nathan Frazer and Axiom next week for the NXT Tag Team Championships. That match is going to kick ass, bro. And then the highlight of the night, bro, was the Joe Hendry concert. The first ever Joe Hendry concert in WWE NXT. Oh my gosh. I was so hyped, bro, and then when it happened, I was so excited, right? So, he's singing, right? He's got the guitar, and he's like, there's a wrestler from Scotland, he's representing TNA, but the chef's been in the kitchen, and he summoned Joe Hendry, and then a picture showed up of Shawn Michaels in, like, the chef outfit with Triple H and stuff. I was back in a picture back from like 2009 when DX and oh my gosh. Because, yeah, Shawn Michaels obviously like runs NXT. He's part of like the leadership in NXT right now. So, like, he brought Joe Hendry to NXT. Yeah, he helped bring Joe Hendry to NXT. And Triple H was there as well. He helped obviously too. So, like, yeah, they both brought him to WWE, which is awesome. And then he said, the next line was, because they know because they know he has his fans and they're all singing we believe, but the president of his fan club is a man named Booker T. Booker T's on commentary NXT, and Booker T's been lying because even if you see on like a social media like Booker T saying, no, I don't believe Booker, we know you all believe in Joe Hendry, don't lie. Booker's like, no, I don't. Yeah, yes, you do, Booker. We know you do. And then he's like, now let's talk Joe Coffey, because there's a story I could tell. He claims that he's from Scotland, but he's the son of Dutch Mantel. My gosh. And then if you hate Gallus, wave your hands in the air. They got deported for having awful facial hair. And then he sang that a couple times. So, oh my gosh, the Joe Hendry concert was lit. And then he's like, you guys want to hear an encore? And he's about to do the encore. And then Gallus has to come out and ruin it. And they beat down Joe Hendry 3-on-1. Joe Coffey smashes Joe Hendry in the back with the guitar. And then Joe Hendry says later how he wants Joe Coffey next week 1-on-1. So that's going to happen next week. But that was so good though. Like I was like, yeah, like because before I did this, I want to make sure I got some of those verses down. So yeah, like I pretty much have it the song now 90% of the song I have it memorized cuz I'm like I want to be able to sing it on my video, so I made sure I watched it a couple times to get it in my head. It was so good though, man. It was so good, man. I'm so happy that like they actually brought Joe Hendry to NXT with the whole like TNA crossover and everything. It's awesome, man. Like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Ava, who runs NXT. Honestly, guys, it's great. So you know, and like, cause you see it all the time, right? Like, you talk about DX, the guys who, like, were like Vince McMahon's like worst enemies, and they broke all the rules in WWE. Now there are two leaders in WWE. Shawn Michaels is running NXT. Triple H is the head of creative. It's unbelievable, man. And then what's her name? Is it Kendall Gray? I'm pretty sure that's her. Kendall Gray lost to Jada Parker in a match, but Miles Bourne is an idiot, right? I think it was last week. I forget exactly what it was, but Kendall Gray suplexed Miles Bourne across the outside of the ring. And then she did it again this week because they're having a match, and then Miles Bourne comes out and is like, last week she suplexed me, and then he's talking to Carly White, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her name, who's a friend of Kendall Gray, and then and Kendall Gray got out of the ring and suplexed Miles Bourne again. Miles, you got suplexed by a girl 2 times. I'm pretty, it's back-to-back weeks, yeah. Miles, come on, man. But then it distracted her, allowing Jada Parker to pick up the victory. Fallon Henley, Jasmine Nix, and JC Jane defeated Sol Ruca, Lola Vice, and Carmen Petrovich in a 6-woman tag. Next week at the Great American Bash, we're also going to have Trick Williams and Pete Dunne go at it, because last week Pete Dunne attacked Trick, and he kept telling him to figure it out because Trick was, conflicted after losing the NXT Championship, and Pete Dunne just kept saying to him, figure it out. So now, and he attacked him last week. So now, next week, it's going to be Trick and Pete Dunne one-on-one. And then in the main event, Roxanne Perez defeats Thea Hale to retain the NXT Women's Championship. So Roxanne Perez, still your champion. So who's next? Is her next challenge going to be Stephanie? Because they keep hinting that she's coming to NXT. So that could be her next challenger. Or maybe it'll be someone else. We'll see. But yeah. But that was week 1 of the NXT Great American Bash. I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions. Yeah, again, I said it at the beginning. I'll say it again. NXT's doing great right now. And, it's just so mumuch fun to watch. So NXT, and just WWE in general, keep it up. Yeah. And as I said, we got SummerSlam. Now, 3 days away now? Because today's Wednesday. So yeah, it's 3 days away, man. It's going to be lit. Stay tuned. As I said, either tomorrow or Friday will be SummerSlam predictions. I'm not sure what's going on with the timing and everything, so just expect either tomorrow or Friday for SummerSlam predictions, and then SmackDown reactions will be up Saturday morning or afternoon, and then SummerSlam reactions will be up Sunday. So again, stay tuned. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you always get the alert when I upload. And stay tuned, guys. It's going to be awesome. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more. Again, I love all you guys. And C-Money is out.